Hello there. You want to declutter, but you always get stuck even before you've started. So here are 5 reasons why you might be failing at decluttering. Number 1 is not having a system. You can't just do a whole load of decluttering and expect it all to be finished. Decluttering never gets finished, it always goes on forever because as much as stuff is going out, you always have items coming in. So try and get the balance right by having a system in place. For instance, autumn now I will have a declutter before the Christmas holidays, and then again in springtime I will have a declutter. And then throughout the summer, I will have like little declutterings, so it's kind of a top up. But you can't expect to just have a big declutter and then you think that the whole thing's finished and that's it, you can get on with life, because it doesn't work that way. Decluttering will never be finished because we have always got stuff coming into the house. Everybody has. So you need to declutter on a regular basis, and as long as you are consistent and put that system in place, then you will be on top of it. Number 2 is shuffle decluttering. Now, if you're just going to shuffle stuff around the house by putting it in the garage or outbuildings, or you're going to shove a load of stuff up in the loft, or you're just going to put it into another room, then you're just not going to get anywhere. You actually have to deal with that stuff. You need to send it to charity, rubbish if it's broken. If you do want to keep it, then it's sentimental, put it in a memory box. But you can't just shuffle stuff around the whole house, because really you're just avoiding what you really need to do. So actually deal with stuff. Put some boxes in the hallway, just 2 or 3 boxes, and make sure that you are actually getting rid of stuff. Don't just shuffle it around the house. Number 3 is big jobs. Now, rather than just tackling the whole lot and being afraid to do that and getting stuck, break it down. So do it room by room, and then when you've chosen a room, break it down within that room. So for instance, maybe the bedroom, you might want to just do the wardrobe, or you might have some cupboards that are annoying. You might want to do the bathroom cabinet. So do those individual spaces within a room. Maybe in the kitchen you get annoyed because your worktops are cluttered, so do your worktops in the kitchen. Maybe your larder is irritating you. So break it down so that it's much easier to do, and so that you're simplifying the whole process. Number 4 is, you might just say, oh, there's just no point in doing this. So what you need to do is define your goals. How do you actually want your house to work? Do you want a stress-free lounge? Do you want a bathroom that's a bit more pleasant and not have towels and everything everywhere? Do you want a larder where you want specific tins in a specific place? Work out where you want things and how you actually want your home to work, and then rather than just saying, oh, I can't be bothered, it won't work, put it in place. And if you've got other family members, then say to them, look, this works better here, can you just leave it, and we'll just work it that way. Because there's no point in saying there's no point, because if something is irritating you, then you really need to change it. So rather than just being negative about it, put the positive spin on it. Say you want it this way, and then do it that way. If it turns out that it doesn't work, then do it another way. But rather than just, brushing it off, you need to deal with it, because if it is irritating you, then you need to just put a positive spin on it. Number 5 is, you can't let go of sentimental attachments. Now, I think most of us have probably had issues with this one. It is difficult to get rid of sentimental stuff. It may be that you have been left items from family members that are now past. It may be that you have items from your own past, maybe from college, from university, things that your children have drawn, things from your parents, your grandparents, and so on. And it is difficult. Some stuff I think though we just keep for the sake of it. So maybe ask yourself, if I saw this in a shop window now, would I actually buy it? And then of course with sentimental stuff that perhaps you don't want to keep but you feel guilty because it was handed down to you, just ask yourself, am I happy keeping this item? What does this do for me? Am I just keeping it for the sake of it? And then just again put a couple of boxes in the hallway or somewhere that's comfortable for you, and just gradually sort through those items. And just do it gradually, just do 2 to 3 at a time, and just, you know, as a process. If you can only manage 3 things a month, then just do it three things a month, as long as you are consistent and keeping that journey up. I'm not going to sit here and tell you how to do it, what to do it. I've given you sort of the basics there because I do understand it's difficult. I have certain things that I've kept, and I do have memory boxes up in the loft that I've put stuff away for my son, but I do go through it sort of on a 1 yearly basis to make sure that I actually haven't put any rubbish in there, because I don't want to hand it all down to him. And you know, I've got what my mum left, and I've got another box from my dad, and I don't want to leave him with stuff that he really doesn't want. So, you know, if you want a memory box, then make sure what's in there is stuff that perhaps, you know, that your family will want, like photograph albums, of course. If you want to let it go but you still want to have that memory, then photograph it and maybe put it on a file on your computer, maybe even turn it into a journal. Photographs with you know, written memories of how that item came into your life, and pop it all into a journal, and just keep that one book that you can look at, and you know, just have it in the lounge that you can browse at now and again. So I do understand it's difficult, but keeping stuff that we really don't need or want just for the sake of it, then it really does need to be let go of. So those are my 5 reasons why you might be failing at decluttering. Now, the other thing I just wanted to pop in here on the end of the video is to say that I do now have a Substack. If you don't know what that is, it's for writers, readers and bloggers, and I do have an account on there. The link is in the description, so if you'd like to pop over and have a look, I would be really grateful. Even if you just sign up for the free subscription, it just means that it's putting me more out there so people will read my work. And yeah, I'd be ever so grateful. So thank you very much for watching the video today. Please like, subscribe and share, and I will see you very soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.